today we talked about how online learning is a big hit in the education space and how schools are adapting themselves to use this. On today's show, we will take a look at how startups are venturing into this space and also what beyond schools. Online learning is also a big hit in the professional space. Stay tuned as we find out. E-learning has also entered the startup ecosystem. Startups like EduCard help you take distant online courses with live video classes and a lot more. Take a look.
22 years old Yashasvi holds a degree in Bachelor's of Business Administration from IP University, Delhi. After completing her undergrad, she had planned to pursue her master's soon, but with an added condition: hoping to work while she was studying. Yashasvi then opted for a master's degree in business administration using the e-learning platform.
I have done my graduation from a regular college, that is from IP University, that is a BBA program. So I used to go college, I used to attend classes, but then I've thought to go for the master's program, and that too I felt like going for e-lectures or something that I can study online. I want to go for something different now. So I thought of going for the MBA program from Bharati Vidyapeeth.
After having heard about a platform from friends, she walked in for advice. She admits this was something new for her.
First of all, I am getting reference material, that is, I am studying out of the study material, the notebook I am having from the university. Other than that, they are providing the support of subject matter expert. So that any query I have, I just need to drop a mail and they will revert back about the solution for that.
A bachelor's degree in engineering from University of Delhi and an MBA from Stanford University. Ishan Gupta co-founded EduCard in December 2011. With over 1500 courses across various fields on offer, each comes with a fee, depending on the level of degree. A platform such as this allows a student to choose a desired course and study from a platform, what they call an e-campus.
E-campus is a learning management system of EduCard. We build it inside, and so it's basically a Moodle based platform where user gets content, access to the content, which is a mobile as well as tablet compatible. It can be accessed from anywhere, anytime. We also deliver online webinars, which is a live class from there.
The choices are not limited. A platform such as EduCard provides certificate courses in areas of digital marketing, HR, financial management, programming languages, Microsoft, Adobe, to name a few. For students, MBA, MCA, BBA remain popular choices. A student can learn at his own pace through a wide range of distance and online degree, diploma and certificate course options. Admission counselors are available over the phone, emails or via chat for any help.
We have recently, in the last couple of years, seen top-tier institutions join the e-learning initiative and launching their own programs. I think that is bringing a lot more credibility to the space of online education. And once top-tier institutions start coming and promoting courses, the way they are delivering the courses starts becoming mainstream and the credibility of that platform increases. So I think e-learning is in that space where over the next 2 to 3 years, it will probably be competing with traditional learning in many areas.
What makes such a platform different from MOOCs, you ask? Though India is the second biggest market for MOOCs, or massive open online courses in the world following the US, one of the key differences between MOOCs and interactive courses on a platform such as EduCard are the completion rates. But this too comes with its own set of challenges. Creating engaging models for the delivery of online education is one. Another challenge is the credibility issue, to raise the trust level for online education among students and employers.
I think the first and foremost challenge is who is delivering the program. So as I said earlier, if more and more top-tier institutions join the online education phenomena and start providing courses online, then the credibility of the whole method of online education increases. I think the second challenge is how fast will corporates accept the relevance of an online program. And again, if students go out there well prepared, if the assessments taken online are rigorous and as tough as they would be in a real-time classroom, and if the students passing those assessments are graded at the same level, then a corporate will be able to see that and start accepting that also. So I think it is both sides. It is the who is providing the course and is a employer at the end of the day accepting it as a relevant accreditation or not.
The concept of e-learning in India in the form of distance education is yet in its early stages. However, as a mode of teaching, it is being increasingly used in educational institutes across the nation. And according to industry experts, the online space will be up for grabs for upcoming startups in the near future.
Online learning is not limited to schools and colleges. It also caters to the corporate sector. Say for instance, someone wants to improve their English language skills or prepare for a job interview. There are platforms now available beyond brick and mortar for that as well.
Technology is the name of the game in today's world. And no sector has been left untouched, including education. In fact, e-learning is now venturing into the corporate sector as well, and this time with the help of the mobile phone. Take for instance this app called the Vernacular app, aimed at providing English language skills to a person starting from any regional language across India. It starts from the very basics, right from forming a sentence to instructing on the do's and don'ts of writing paragraphs and so on. Another interesting app is this one. It uses speech recognition to correct a user's English language pronunciation. What's interesting about this is that once you've recorded your voice into the device, it uses the color coding to check how correct your pronunciation is, whether you're completely off or bang on target.
In India, what we usually have seen is that a lot of people have mother tongue influence in their pronunciation, right? To rectify that or to counterpart that, what we have developed is a speech recognition engine, which is continuously bombarded with different vocabulary words across different languages in India. So through the app, a person can actually pronounce a word into the app. The app would give him a response whether he's done a correct pronunciation or not. And it would take into effect his mother tongue influence as well. So probably someone like a Tamilian would pronounce a word differently, and a North Indian would pronounce a word differently. But the app is intelligent enough that it would give him that whether he would judge it's a Tamilian accent, but the pronunciation is correct.
Another niche product that caters to working professionals using M-Learning is an interview prep app, aimed at helping individuals prep for their job interviews. One can see demo videos or opt for a live webinar with an instructor using this one.
We can usually pick a topic which is given through the week, where they have done some concept, they've gone through the concept, they've done some practice, and then we go ahead with this activity wherein they can tell me their own responses. For example, a question like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? So they've seen the conversation, they've framed their own answers, they've done their own recordings, they've gone through that whole process, and now they can give the same response to me, and we can collate and we can probably further enhance it.
The idea behind all these apps is to make several skill training products available to the market on their smartphones or tablets, for people always on the go or those who do not have access to a computer.
What we follow in Liquid is a CAP approach. When I say CAP, it means concept, activity and practice. The app is a short, you can say a crash course for any learner who has an interview probably tomorrow or the next day. There are slick videos, multimedia interactive videos that we have placed there for him to analyze what a interviewee and interviewer, how they interact and what they have to do and what they do not have to do. Moving ahead, we have an activity session, a virtual classroom platform we have built in, and through which a person in a remote location can actually give a mock interview to one of our trainers. The trainer can then give him feedback.
But with better technology come even greater challenges.
Challenges, basically the connectivity problems are there in the remote locations. So we have to build up a software which doesn't require connectivity for activating the softwares. So we do a lot of SMS activating the SMS based activation, so that if the internet is not available, still they can send a message and get the software activated. So these are the challenges we face. Majorly the internet connectivity is the major problem, which is not available in the lot of remote areas.
Noida-based Liquid e-learning firm is developing several apps for mobile learning. The team focuses on developing user and technology-friendly software and products. with more than 3 lakh learners across colleges, vocational institutes, and some of its big tie-ups include IIT Delhi, Jawaharlal Nehru University and HP.
20 years ago, there was no mobile phones, right? I mean, and now all my business is on mobile. So it's a huge learning, and that applies to most people. So the learning is essential, right? There is less time people have. Typical school and college education is just in case learning, right? They teach you a bunch of stuff in case you need it later. But when you get into the working environment, that you need what you need then, right? What I need tomorrow. If I'm preparing for an interview, then what I need tomorrow. Yeah. So it's just in time learning, right? And I think that can only be done digitally. Yeah. There is no way you can have, you can do it in a classroom.
Digital education in India has been gaining ground with the increasing usage of internet and mobile in the learning process. Technology is constantly evolving and M-learning will be a major contribution to education. But is this the future of e-learning? Given the pace at which technology is evolving, we doubt it.
Time for us to slip into a short break now. You don't go anywhere. We're back with lots more on the other side. Welcome back. We've been looking at how online learning is booming in the startup and corporate sector. I spoke to Vivek Agarwal, founder eLiquid Learning Solutions, to discuss how e-learning will prove useful in the corporate space. So we're with Vivek Agarwal now, founder and CEO Liquid E-Learning Services. So thank you so much for talking to us. I will begin by asking you that, why venture into this space? It's a space that collaborates a business idea with education. How does it work?
Exactly right. I think the way I put it, that this business has a double bottom line. It's doing well by doing good, and I think that's ultimately the best thing a person can want. I mean, you want success, but not just money. You want to be doing well and having impact. So I think this business allows you to do both, and it's a great combination. It's very satisfying and very fruitful. In 98, 99, when internet was just starting in India, I think we saw it as a big business opportunity, and that's how we jumped into it.
So you've sort of been in the e-learning space for over a decade now. How do you think it's grown in India? How far have we really come?
You see, in terms of usage, in terms of users who use e-learning, there are definitely several million learners who are using some sort of across the country, who are using software for one reason or other, learning software, right? So I think the reach is getting established. There are inside schools, there is a lot of hardware and software that's gone in, over the past few years, and that's getting used, and so there is some impact there. I think where it but that impact needs to go to the next level, right? And I think that's where but that was restricted by the presence of hardware and software, right? So PCs in schools or at institutions and all
smart boards, all of
now
that.
Suddenly with smartphones, that barrier is gone, right? So the usage is exploding, right? And I think it's just start of the cycle where it will take off in a big way.
So liquid e-learning is much more than just, educating. It's just more than just an online course that's out there that you can do probably sitting miles away from your home. It's skill training to corporates. How does it work?
So we're focusing largely on English language learning, right? English language is very fundamental to learning, is very fundamental to who we are and who we, I think, is very aspirational, right? It is, for example, I asked a taxi guy once on whether he wanted to learn English, and he said yes. And I asked him, why you want to learn? And he said, when people come and sit in the back of my car and you speak in English and I don't understand, I feel small, I feel inadequate. So it's not just about professional, it's about his inadequacy. So I think that's a very fundamental need in the society. It's very aspirational.
So if you could tell us a little bit about English Edge.
So we have courses divided roughly into 3 segments. One is the K-12, the school segment. So that's mapped to the curriculum, mapped class-wise. Students can use it in the class as well as go online and use it. The second level is the employability segment, sort of the higher education stroke employability, where students prepare to get jobs. So their communication skills, conversation skills, interview skills, and so on and so forth. And then the third level is early work years, where some basic business skills like presentation skills or team meetings and stuff like that. So those are three broad baskets in which we offer our programs. So far we've been offering most of our programs on the internet, in line with this thing, but we are now launching several mobile applications. We already have several on the various stores. Yes. And now we are going mobile in a very, very aggressive way, because that's where we think the future is. There is less time people have.
Would you say that e-learning takes over the traditional methods of learning and sort of harms it?
No, I think it strongly supplements it, right? E-learning works. See, if you had a good teacher available to everybody when the person needed it, you won't need any technology, right? Yeah. But the fact is that's not the case, right? You don't even have not so good teachers available, so forget good teachers. So therefore you need technology, right? And technology, I think, works best when it is used to supplement what is being studied in the main classrooms and the main system. I don't think we're at a stage where the schools or colleges are under any danger of becoming extinct, right? Yeah. Absolutely not. I think technology plays a role. So for example, in a school, I've heard of cases if they want to offer a program on let's say German language or something, which only 5 students want to take, they can offer it online without having to hire a German teacher, which is very expensive. So there are very clear benefits which supplement what we are doing in the education system. I don't think the two are adversarial to each other.
What would be your final words, your tips to all the entrepreneurs, all the teachers, who want to get into this space? What are the key things that one should keep in mind?
I think the first thing is, it's I would say it is a great space to be in, because knowledge and learning is key to future growth of people, and the only way you can do that is through technology. So e-learning or m-learning, whatever you want to call it, is going to be critical to any future growth of so the market is large, opportunity is large. Second, I think, is where most people it doesn't work for most people, or what most people should do is focus on the user, on how the user learn, rather than focus on building a great software or some fancy tablet or whatever it is. Focus on how it will impact the end user. I think that's the key part. What does she want? What does she learn best? How does she learn best? I think if you start focusing on the user, making it work for the learner, I think the impact can be multiplied.
Much larger.
I think that's the focus area where I strongly urge all participants to focus on in the industry.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us.
Thank you.
The lucrative world of online learning is very fast and will be up for grabs, say the industry experts. Well, that's all we have for you on the show today. Thanks for watching.
The best thing about this university is that it has given me a global exposure. Basically, I'm a sportsman, so there is a good facility of sports in Sharda University.
यहाँ बहुत सारे बच्चे पढ़ते हैं और वो भी अलग-अलग जगह से. That's the best thing about this place.
Even though I'm studying first year, I'm very much comfortable to this place. It's home away from home.
A campus sprawling over 63 acres, bustling with young minds. Sharda University was founded in 2009 with a vision to become a global university. With a multicultural environment on campus, over the years the university has formed a vibrant, diverse and global academic community with students from over 46 countries on board.
The transfer of knowledge takes place when the student is inspired to learn. Otherwise, you happen to be hitting on a cold iron. We provide here at Sharda to inspire that student, to make that student understand that why he happens to be here and why we as faculty members happen to be here.
With a practical approach to learning, focus on research, laboratories equipped with latest technology and hands-on learning experience for students, the Engineering and Technology Department at the university is one of its kind.
all courses should be practical. Practical in the sense, in a course which is traditionally called a theory course, there should be a stress on analysis. People should take up real life situations and analyze them. That is what engineering is all about. Engineering is not about learning about the operating systems. It is to do something with the operating system. We at Sharda try to push this approach to teaching of let's define learning outcomes of each of the course.
Similarly, the School of Business Studies is focused on a curriculum that not only provides knowledge of the subject, but is aimed at the overall development of an individual.
So if it's a question of management education, then my understanding is that it is not just knowledge. It's not engineering, it's not science, it is management. To my mind, it is 50% knowledge and 50% personality. So besides introducing specialized courses into personality development, it is necessary that we give them a chance to involve themselves or come out with ideas for, say, participating or, say, developing activities which will help them develop this personality.
A blend of classroom learning and practical exposure with a world-class infrastructure, outstanding faculty and students from around the world, Sharda is on the road ahead to provide quality education to India's young.